from that meeting as soon as it happens, and we'll be live at the port of Dover. But first, this report from John Donnison.
After queues of up to 20 miles into Dover last week amid Brexit uncertainty, things could be about to get worse. The port is now shut to all outbound freight and passengers after France closed its border with the UK for 48 hours amid fears about the spread of the new strain of coronavirus.
This is an absolute hammer blow after all the queues that we've had at ports in the last week caused by Brexit stockpiling and of course the Christmas rush. So there's real confusion, real uncertainty in the industry tonight.
The Transport Secretary Grant Shapps has urged hauliers not to travel to Kent. Incoming freight is still permitted, but there are fears some lorry drivers won't want to come to the UK for risk of getting stuck. Dover usually handles around 10,000 lorries a day, delivering nearly 20% of all goods bought and sold here. The Food and Drink Federation has said it's worried about the supply of fresh products over Christmas. And it's not just freight affected. This was Heathrow last night, where passengers were left stranded amid travel bans from much of Europe. Eurostar and Eurotunnel have also suspended all outbound traffic.
We must, I'm afraid, look again at Christmas.
2 days after the Prime Minister announced the new restrictions, he'll chair a meeting of the government's Emergency Cobra Committee this morning to discuss the coronavirus crisis. Meanwhile, government sources have insisted the travel bans won't affect the delivery of COVID vaccines. And all this as trade talks with the EU remain gridlocked as the December 31st Brexit deadline edges closer. John Donnison, BBC News.
And our correspondent Simon Jones is in Dover and spoke to me a little earlier.
Well, I think the sign behind me says it all. It says French borders closed, and there are a number of officials there in high-vis jackets. We've also seen the police here, and if any lorry is turning up wanting to get across the channel, they are being turned away. It's the same with passenger vehicles too, because there will be no travel to France for the next 2 days after this travel ban was introduced by the French authorities. For lorry drivers, this is a hugely problematic issue. 10,000 pass through the port each day, perhaps even more at this time of year because of the Christmas rush. And now suddenly they're unable to go anywhere, and it's likely to cause huge problems on the roads around Kent.
On that note, Simon, Kent Police have put Operation Stack, as it's known, into place on the M20 towards Dover to manage lorries.
Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.